Hello, awesome second graders. It is Unit 1, Week 2, Day 3 of our Foundations unit. And today we are going to be talking about more trick words, so we need to make sure we have our magic wands ready with our fingers to trace our words in the air. And then we also need to, we're also going to be learning about syllables and closed syllables. So before we get started, I just want to make sure we can actually say those words. So you're going to say them with me. Ready? I'm going to say syllables. You'll say syllables. Syllables. Closed syllables. Awesome. Let's get started. Okay, this is your drill page. This is where you're going to go to do your foundations drill. Make sure to click on this little icon here to listen to the recording and go along with it. All right, we're going to start with our trick words already. So let's get our magic wands out. Let's make sure it's nice and straight, dust it off, make sure it's ready to go. Have your two fingers pointed right in front of you, and we are going to point to our first trick word. It's on the bottom of the screen here. And what does that say? Can you tell me what that says? You're right, it says the word you. So let's point our magic wand in the air and spell the word you. Ready? You. Y-O-U, you. Awesome. Let's look at our next trick word. It's right here. What does that say? You're right. It says the word your. So let's go ahead and get our magic wands out again and spell the word your in the air. Ready? Your. Y-O-U-R. Your. Great. What is this last trick word we have here? We have one more. What does that say? Was. You're right. It says the word was. Magic wand ready? Was. W-A-S. Was. Awesome. Go ahead and put your magic wands away. We don't need them anymore. We'll have them out for later. And make sure when you go back and you listen to this video, you go through your Google Slides. When you get to this slide, I want you to close your eyes. I want you to imagine these words in your mind. I don't want you to look at them. I want you to imagine them and spell them out with your magic wand without looking. I know you can do it. All right, let's make me smaller. What are these things? Syllables. What are syllables? So words have parts that go together called syllables. A syllable is part of a word that can be pushed out in one breath. So we have the word cat here, and we have a cute picture of a cat. How many syllables does cat have? Well, when I breathe in and I say the word cat, I pushed out one breath, and there was one part of that word. So I say cat. Cat has one syllable. But what about a word that has more than one syllable? That's a great question. We're looking at the word catnip here. Catnip. When I say catnip, I hear two parts to that word. And when I'm breathing, I'm pushing out two breaths. So it's catnip. Let's all go ahead and do that together. Ready? Catnip. There are two syllables in that word, two parts that go together in that one word. Okay, so what is a closed syllable this time? Well, a closed syllable has one vowel only, and it must be closed in. A closed syllable gives the vowel a short sound. So when we look at these words here, we have cat, bat, and bath. All of these words have closed syllables. They're also only one syllable. So it's one closed syllable. Let's look at cat. Cat has one short vowel. That's a check on our closed syllable list. And it's closed in by consonants. That's another check on our closed syllable list. The word bat. There's one short vowel. That's a check. And it's closed in by consonants. That's another check. Let's look at this word, bath. Bath is closed in by consonants, and there's one or more consonants at the end here. That is also okay for a closed syllable. That's another rule. There can be more than one consonant closing it in at the end of the word. So that's a check too. When you go back to this slide, you're going to listen to the recording and hear everything we just talked about again and practice our closed syllables. All right, we're going to point to our closed syllables now. Let's look at the word such. And we're going to see if these words have a closed syllable or if they do not have a closed syllable. So not all of these words have closed syllables. The word such, let's look at it. Does it have a short vowel? Well, when I say you, when it's such, you is pronounced as which means it's a short vowel. So yes, is it closed in by consonants? It is. So yes, such has a closed syllable. Let's go to the word she. Well, it has a vowel, but when I say she, E is pronounced long. It is not a short vowel. And it is not closed in by consonants at the end. So she does not have a closed syllable. Let's go to the word it. Now it is tricky. It has a new rule that we haven't learned yet about closed syllables. Let's first look at the vowel. Is there one vowel in the word? Yes, there's an I. What about the I? Is it a short vowel? Well, when I say I as in I know I is a short vowel for I. So yes, it does have a short vowel. But there's no consonant in the beginning of the word it. Is it still a closed syllable? It is still a closed syllable. And here's why. There does not need to be a consonant in the beginning of the word as long as the word has nothing before it, like the word it. There doesn't need to be a consonant in the beginning. But there's a consonant at the end, which is important. So the word it is a closed syllable or has a closed syllable. Let's go to the word boat. How many vowels are there? I see 2 vowels. So I already know that this does not have a closed syllable because there's only supposed to be 1 vowel in the word for closed syllables. So this is not a closed syllable. When we say boat, that is not a closed syllable. There are too many vowels in that syllable. And we're going to check our work. I want you to put on your thinking caps and think about it. What did we just talk about? Why does such have a closed syllable? Why does it have a closed syllable? Why does she not have a closed syllable? Why does boat not have a closed syllable? All right, now this page is for us to learn how to mark our closed syllables. I'm going to read what's on this page to you. How to mark closed syllables. First, underline or scoop the syllable and identify the type with a C for closed. Then mark the vowel with a breve to show that it makes a short sound. So, this page is showing us how we're marking our short vowels and underlining the word and writing C underneath to say that it's closed. That's a closed syllable. So the little arch breve goes on top of the short vowel, the line goes underneath the word, and the C goes underneath to say that that's a closed syllable. We will be practicing this more later, just to practice our closed syllables and identifying them. You will not use this in regular writing when you're writing your sentences or your paragraphs, but this is for us just to practice identifying closed syllables. All right. This is our page where you're going to go back after this video is over and you're going to do your Google Slides again. And this is the page where you're going to write some answers down. So you're going to click this button here for directions on answering questions. And when you listen to the directions, it will tell you to fill out this part right here. You can use your keyboard to fill out these answers. Don't use the letters on the screen. That will be too long and too difficult. If you want to, you can, but I think that using your keyboard would be a lot easier. So listen to this and fill out this answer sheet here when you're done. And this is the answer key, so I'm going to go off that real quick. And then this is also here for sentences. You're going to listen to directions and write your sentence here. I'm going to be speaking a sentence to you and you're going to write it in that box. And your answer key again, it will be on the next page. So that's for you to check your answers when you're done. All right, you can do it. Good luck. Go back and listen to this video again and make sure you do all your trick words again. You listen to the recordings and you practice, because practice is how we are going to learn and master everything we're learning. So great job, second grade. You're doing an awesome job. I'm super proud of you.